जय माँ। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ओम भवतापप्रणाशिन्ने आनंद घनमूर्तये ज्ञान भक्ति प्रदायिन्ने मातस्तुभ्यं नमो नमः। So now we continue. I think yesterday I stopped at the Naam mantra that Ma gave me at the age of 9. So, there are a lot of incidents that happened with Ma, in terms of when I used to go there as a child. But somehow those days, I never really recognized Ma, or really I didn't know who she was. Obviously, till today I don't know. With my limitations, I know. So, generally people have this attitude that we were so attracted to Ma when we went there, and we just couldn't leave her. We didn't want to do this, that. We wanted to be with her all the time. I never had those feelings. I mean, I used to go there because my father would take me, my mother would take me, and we would be there. I would be very busy playing with the frogs in a pond. There was a little pond in Bombay, I remember, Ville Parle. And I used to just go there, play with the frogs and all that, and people were busy with Ma. And I would go there once in a while. What I really liked when I went there was, when I went, near Ma, close to her, she would be, this fragrance from her body, would be of lotuses and roses. And it was so amazing that I would go to smell that. And I would be very happy because she would give us some sweets to eat. Batasha de diya, some sugar puffs, basically. So I was very thrilled eating those sweets. That was it. But I was never really attracted that way to Ma, like everybody was. I used to just go there with my dad because he was a total bhakt of Ma. So that is that. And there are a lot of incidents that occurred, See, Ma has this great ability, obviously, of crushing your ego. So I will tell you one incident which is already in this book, and that's why I'm repeatedly saying, read this book. You'll find so many incidents over here, little incidents, with me and Ma, and with all the devotees, with the Mahatmas. So it's a lot of insight, for people, and inspiration. So there's this one incident which I can tell you. This book is in love with the Divine Mother, Shri Shri Mahanandamayi. When I was young, my mother was very fond of doing hairstyles for me. Okay, so she would. I had very long hair, very long silky hair. So one day she said, "Okay, I'm going to make a bun for you." And this incident is in the book, by the way. So she said, "I'll make this bun for you." And I said, "Mom, I don't want anything." So she said, "No, you sit down and I'll make this bun." So she took a false bun and she put it on my head. And then she wrapped all my hair all around it and put pins and all that and made it look very pretty. Where was I going? I was going to Ma. So my father took me to Ma. Now, there was this huge crowd. Every time we went to Ma, there were millions of people sitting in the hall. And incidentally, I had glasses right from young age. Okay? But I never used to wear glasses because I thought, "Meri beauty mein khami nahi chahiye." Means I don't want anybody to say that she's not looking beautiful. So I thought if I wear glasses, people will say, how silly. People will say that, "Oh, she doesn't look good." So I never used to wear glasses. So obviously I couldn't see, And I used to sit right at the back. I was never the pushy kind where I would push and go in front and sit near Ma. Everybody was pushing and pulling, but I never would do that. So I was sitting in the audience, and Ma's pravachan or whatever was going on, question answers were going on, all that. When that ended, Ma got up and came straight walking up to me where I was sitting with my father. And as she was coming, I started looking down. I said, "Oh God, I've had it. I was looking down like this. Now she approached me and she looked at me. She got hold of my bun and she started moving it. And she said, "Ye kya hai?" She said. "Ye kya" means in English, "What is this?" And I said, "Oh my God," and I went down like this. So my father was most embarrassed. So he says, माँ ये उसकी माँ ने ऐसा ऐसा bun बनाया और उसमें pin लगाया. So in English it is that her mother made this bun for her and she's put pins over there. Ma, it is all like that. So Ma was still holding my bun and she says, नहीं नहीं ये तो नकली है. Oh God! So the entire crowd clamored. You know, whatever Ma did at any point of time, people would clamor to see what is Ma doing. So they were literally all over me. क्या है दिखा दिखा दिखा. It was going like that. I said, oh God, and tears started rolling down because she had crushed my ego. I thought I looked very pretty and, you know, everything was like looking so good. Ma had this, okay? Ma would do this to everybody. Whoever came with a little bit of pride or a little bit of ego that, you know, I'm something or I'm somebody would be crushed that very minute. So that's what she was, this whole exercise she was doing on me. That time, obviously, I didn't realize. So I was crying away. And she went on saying, ये तो नकली है, and people said, अरे नकली है क्या है अंदर दिखा दिखा. All that went on. I was so embarrassed. I told my father, I'm not coming to Ma anymore. Every time I come, she does this to me. So I'm not coming. There are little more incidents like this in the book, which I'm not going to say right now. So this was one of the incidents that I remember telling. And so I thought I'll tell you. Now let's proceed from there. You know, all the things that happened with Ma that time were beautiful, but I didn't realize who she was, you know. At that point, I never did. Now comes my filmy career. So when I began my filmy career, I remember I wanted a private with Ma. What was the private? Another stupid thing I did, okay? So Ma was at that time Agyatwas mein, means incognito. She was in Bhimpura Ashram. And Swami Bhaskar Anandji, I don't know how many people people know him, but he was like the right-hand man of Ma, you know. And Ma used to say, Bhaskar, Bhaskar hai. Bhaskar jo bhi kare, wo puja hai. Means there is no one like Bhaskar. Whatever Bhaskar does is prayer, is puja. So he was really there. And I used to call him Bado Papa. Means my big daddy. You know, my father was my father and he was my big daddy. So my father called up and my father was very close to Bhaskar Anandji. And so was I later. So he called up Bhaskar Anandji and said, where is Ma? You know, because my daughter he was very excited that I wanted to go and meet Ma, but he didn't know why I wanted to go and meet Ma. So he said that Ma is in Bhimpura. And she's in Agyatwas, because in Agyatwas nobody's allowed to come. Only Ma is there and 2-3 of her, you know, sevaks are there and maybe a Mahatma or somebody, you know, that's it. And no public is allowed. So he mentioned that, you know, she was in Bhimpura. So my father said, she's in Bhimpura, we'll drive down. So I said, okay, great. So we went to Bhimpura. Now Ma was in her room, she was on the cot, you know, lying down on the cot. Like Narayan, you know, like Purna Brahma Narayan. So we walked in. Now, as soon as you walk in front of Ma, if you want to say something, you're tongue-tied. You just can't open your mouth and say anything. She had that kind of a magnetism, you know, that kind of a prabhav. So we walked in and we sat down on the floor. And Ma was still that way. She wasn't even looking at me or my dad, nothing. She was looking the other way. And I'm nudging my father and I'm saying, you please tell her, because by that time I had told him what I wanted to say in the car. And he was most embarrassed. He said, we are going for this? So I said, yeah, we are going for this, you know. So I nudged him. And he said, no, not me. He was just doing this to me, not me, not me. I said, tell her. I was going that way. Finally, Ma just turned around, looked at me and said, Ki, in Bengali. Ki means what? You know, the moment that ki came out from her mouth, I quickly started blabbering. And you know how I spoke to her? My God, today when I think about it, I'm saying, was I stupid? Was I foolish? What was I? You know, I'm telling her, talking to her like this, with this finger. She could have just cut it off at that minute. And I said, Ma, look, I was, like I said, I was very ambitious and I wanted to go further in my filmy career and all those ambitions you have in life. So I said, look, Ma, I have entered the film industry. You know that. And I'm doing movies now. I want success over here. Oh God, you have to say it. I'm so embarrassed right now. I said, I want success over here. So you have to give me Ashirwad that I go further and I do well in the film industry. So you give me Ashirwad. She didn't utter a word. She was looking again that way. And I went on blabbering. I said, look, Ma, I'm warning you. If you don't give me success now, I'll have to come back another lifetime. I'll have to take rebirth for this. And you will be blamed for it. Can you imagine somebody saying that? She still did not utter a word. And she tells me, Chalo utho, niklo bahar. Parmanand ji se jaake milo. Means get up, now go out of the room and go and meet Swami Parmanand ji. Why? Because she never used to deal with worldly stuff. If you went with a worldly talk or a worldly problem or something like that, which was so silly, she would never be discussing that with you. Only spiritual matters, how to progress, how to evolve, whatever. And the moment she said that to me, that you get up and go to Parmanand, I was so disappointed. I was so I was down. So I got up and she tells my father, you sit here, let her go. So I walked out of the room. Now Bhaskaranji was sitting outside under the tree. If nobody has been to Bhimpura, you must. It's a beautiful ashram. So it's right over the Narmada Ji and it's like a whole jungle, so we call it Jungle Mein Mangal. So, and there are rooms over there and it's beautiful. There are snakes, different birds over there, all kinds of things over there. And it's really nature. So I went out, Bhaskaranji was sitting there and he says, what happened? What happened? He asked me. So I said, nothing happened. She's telling me to go to Parmanand. I said, all the way from Bombay I've come. Now she tells me you go to Parmanand. So he said, okay, let's go. He caught hold of my hand. He's saying, okay, let's go to Parmanand. I said, no, I'm not going to Parmanand. I came to talk to her. I don't want to go to Parmanand. I did that. So he says, you will not meet Parmanand? I said, no, I will not meet anybody. I will go back home now. I've told her what I had to tell her. And my father was sitting inside. He didn't tell me what happened between the two of them, what Ma said to him or whatever. He never discussed it with me at that point. Later, obviously, when I went on the path and everything, he told me that Ma said, okay, what, So he said, Ma, she is he was never very thrilled that I joined the film industry, but he tolerated, he said, okay, do whatever you want to do. So he said, Ma, my request is that you bless her, ताकि उसका कल्याण हो जाए. So Ma just smiled. That's it. Now you see, what I want to tell you people is that you think, Ma doesn't listen or is Ma listening or whatever. No, it is not that way. Ma has created all of us. Okay, not just me or you or this one or that one. No, everybody. We are all her children. So it's not like she doesn't look after us. She is. The problem lies where that we do not reach out to her. That is the problem. If you have a problem, what will you do? You'll go to your mother and talk to her, right? If you have a problem in the house or you have a problem in your life, whatever the problem is, what will you do? You'll go to your mother and you'll say, I have this problem, I have that problem. Ma has said that. Ma has said that if you have a problem, and if you talk to my photograph, don't think I'm not there. I'm there. I listen to each and every problem that you have, and your murti comes in front of me, and I know exactly what you're saying to me. Now, when she has said all this, why don't we do that? Why are we always saying, this is my problem, Arey, what do I do? Bhagwan sunte nahi hai. I hear this all the time from people. No, it's really not like that. Okay. Now, after many years, when I was on the path, my father said, after you walked out of the room, I said all this to Ma, and today that has worked for you, Ma. So I said, Ma's drishti was on me, right from young age. There are people who aspire to come on the path. I never aspired for that. Like I said, I was a very worldly person. I wanted worldly stuff, that's it. I never wanted to become a sadhu, no way, okay. So people have asked me this question, that it must have been very hard for you to come on this path. You must have made a lot of sacrifices. No, I didn't do any of that. And I keep reading Jivan Charitra, biographies or autobiographies of all the main big Mahatmas and Sadhus and all that, where they aspire to come on the spiritual path. So they are doing so much sadhana, and then they come to this and that, and then finally they are self-realized. I had no aspiration like that. I just wanted to be where I was, and I wanted to succeed. Not that I did not. Yes, I succeeded in whatever I did. Because there were lots of different things I did. It's not just the film industry. After that, when I quit the film industry, then I was designing jewelry, real stone jewelry, I was designing. And it was like one of a kind of jewelry, which I used to export also, and I used to have retail also. I did that also, I succeeded in that also, I quit. So, nothing really sustained with me. I never consolidated myself in any profession that I did. And I used to wonder why this is happening to me. Why is it that I'm not consolidating myself in? Because when a person starts working in life, and by the end of it, when they succeed, they consolidate themselves into one profession, right? And that they are in that profession till they die. But I never consolidated, because somehow down the line, I was never satisfied with whatever I did. I was never happy. I always felt, no. And then that question would come up in my mind. Am I here to do this? Am I here to work in the film industry morning to night, do double shifts, sometimes not sleep in the night, come back late in the night, or come back early morning because it's a night shift and whatever. Have I come here to do this? And then I said, no, I don't think so. I just lost interest by the end of it and I quit. So yes, I did get a lot of phone calls from my co-artists saying that you can't quit, you're a veteran, you have to come back. And I said, no, I'll never come back. And that's what I did. I never went back. Then even my jewelry profession. After a certain amount of time, I got fed up. And I said, enough, I don't want to do this anymore. Now what happens? How did Ma change my life? That is the question that all of you want to know. It's a long story. Now I will talk about it. I'll begin and then we'll do it in the next video. This was Ma left her body in 1982, right? She changed my life in 1995. Okay, that period, I never visited any ashram or I never did anything at that point of time. So 1995, I was busy again with my worldly stuff. When somebody told me, and I never believed in, people saying, आज मेरा व्रत है, आज फलाना है, आज मैं उपवास करूंगी, चलो आज मंदिर जाते. I never believed in any of that, And I would say, no, I'm not interested. Let's go to a restaurant instead and have lunch over there. I was like that, So in 1995, there was somebody I knew who came over and said, do you know that there is this ex-person who has come and he claims to be an avatar of somebody, some god. I said, really? It doesn't sound quite right to me, but if you say so, fine. So I said, where is he? So she said, he comes to Bombay. I said, really? I said, where does he stay? Well, in my house. I said, oh. So I said, next time when he comes, you please inform me. I would like to just see what is all this, I don't believe in all this, but just for fun and curiosity, you let me know and I'll come. Okay, so one fine day he arrived and I was informed that he's come. So I went to meet him. He was something evil, which at that point I didn't realize. Okay, he did a lot of magic. And basically he was in black. So you have to beware of all these things in the world. They do exist. So don't get carried away by whoever says whatever and run towards that, which I did, because in ignorance, total ignorance. Though I was associated with Ma for such a long time, I really didn't know that these things do occur or these things do happen. I just didn't know. And this period with him lasted for 8 months with me, 8 months. and how did Ma save me from this, because he was totally in black, which I will continue in my next video. Thank you. Om Bhavatapa Pranashinde Ananda Ghanamurte Jnana Bhakti Pradayine Matastubhyam Namo Namaha.